Oh, what's up, YouTube?
Camden, do you know how to like blur stuff like while you're editing?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm gonna keep the blinds in the background. That way, one of our followers will send us new ones.
Six-pack brain.
All right, cut all that.
All right, welcome to the first episode of Bet Horse, better known as CNN. Fuck.
Huh.
All right, you guys ready for real this time?
Yeah, turn your video horizontal.
You're lagging now. Is he lagging on yours, Connor?
Yeah. I don't know why the internet there is so fast.
Oh, it's because my Wi-Fi isn't on.
What? Why?
Okay.
You have like a filter on? You look like a cartoon.
What the hell? It's because you made me turn it horizontal.
No, it's not. It's not because of that.
Oh, roasted.
Oh, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first episode of CCN Bet Horse. Just keep in mind that lines are going to move because we're checking the day prior to when the games are happening. Should we introduce ourselves?
What's up, I'm F Chess.
What's up? It's C-Man.
What's up? It's Camden. All right. The first game on the slate today, we've got Florida Gators at Tennessee Volunteers. The line is minus 9.5 for Tennessee, who, by the way, is ranked 6th, but they just dropped one recently.
Yeah, I was on the road though. Mississippi State. I mean, it was a close one. They had several chances to win that game. They didn't pull away. I mean, I think at home they bounced back. 9.5 conference spread. Florida just lost on the road to Ole Miss. Ole Miss covered in that game.
And the only team that Ole Miss has lost to is Tennessee.
Yeah, they stomped Ole Miss. Mississippi State again was a close game. Florida loses at Ole Miss. I mean, if we're looking at this, right, what do you call this spread, right? Tennessee wins by 26 points. Florida loses by, what is that, 28 points?
Wow.
It's a no-brainer. All right,
Tennessee covers easy.
I think they cover easy.
At home. They beat a good Georgia team at home. They were away on that game.
Yeah. So Cam, I mean, you have any other thoughts on this one? I mean, you think
you think Florida hangs in there?
I think Tennessee can beat them by 10. Now this line might move, but I think they can beat them by 10.
Yeah, I think if anything that's going to move over, I would get it while it's in single digits if you can.
Fair. Yeah. All right. How do we feel about Samford versus Western Carolina Catamounts? We got 2-15-2 teams here. Western Carolina's favored by 1.5 right now. Nolan, you were big on the Samford Bulldogs.
Just personally like Samford. They've been beating everybody good. Let's see here. They took it to Citadel. Oof.
Yeah, so one of the things I always like to look at is obviously
they're on a 15-game win streak. Jesus.
Yeah.
So they dropped their first 2 and they haven't lost since.
Yeah, I think one big thing to key in on for me is always, how many are they scoring versus how many are they giving up? Not just the differential, but I mean, dude, they put up 134. I don't care who you're playing. Like you be playing a high school team. That's tough. They beat Citadel on the road. So did the Catamounts. You got one by 9. You've got the other by 16. Both fairly recent this year, a couple days apart. I don't know. I mean, 1.5 road dogs for the Bulldogs.
I'm taking Samford.
Yeah, I got to agree with Nolan. I mean, he's high on them. They dropped their first two and they haven't lost since. And when you can get a team, if we have to make a decision here and I'm betting for the money, I'll take the plus all day. And when's the last time Western Carolina lost?
Yeah, they lost at Gardner Webb and at High Point. They're only two losses of the
Okay.
season. Both are back to back and on the road.
Who did Samford lose to? Granted, it was the first two games of the season.
Yeah, and were they away?
So they lost to Purdue, valiant loss. And then at VCU, again, only by 10, first game of the season. That's really not that bad.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
Interesting though that both these teams' only losses, 4 losses combined, all of them came on the road. It's hard to bet on the road in conference play, but I'd give it a shot at -1.5. Or +1.5 for Samford. I'd bet on the dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you're placing a safe bet, kind of either way. But I think, at 1.5, I gotta go Sanford here. I think they're the better team. You got slightly better individual play too. I mean, look at this. One dude is leading points, rebounds, and assists for the Catamounts. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging 20, 12, and 5, almost 21, 13, and 5. So
Well,
wow.
their best players, their forward is so that's kind of worrisome actually from a Samford standpoint to me.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we got Tennessee and we got Samford both cover, or Samford with the full on money line upset. All right, and then at 6:30, the only 6:30 game, we've got the Butler Bulldogs at Xavier Musketeers. The line is -5.5 for Xavier. Interestingly enough, although they're only 8-8, Butler's 11-6, but Xavier they absolutely decimated Providence.
I think this is a terrible line. I mean, I would take Butler any day of the week, but I think this is one of those games where you got to give it to the home team.
Nolan, what do you think?
I'm thinking Butler. Take a Butler. It's a letdown game for Xavier. They're gonna blow it.
Big letdown game for Xavier. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Betting on the Big East is, to me, it's one of the toughest conferences to call, dude.
It is easily the toughest conference to call.
Tough to win on the road, but Butler has a way better record. I think they're a way better team too, to be honest. They're just Xavier's favored.
Butler has the better record, but they're about even kill to me. They're about the same team. I think Xavier's just going to drop one. Kind of seems like that's what they've been doing. So they lost to St. John's. They won. They lost again, and then lost again, and then they won. So Butler also sucking in the last 5 games. Did beat Marquette though.
At Marquette.
I know we're making picks, right? I mean, this is one I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole personally.
Right.
I wouldn't throw money on this, but I'm riding the road dog here. We need to make a spreadsheet or something that we can just capture at the end and then just be like, so here are our picks for the week.
I can edit in a screenshot of it. Purdue -9.5 at Indiana. That's a cover to me. Let me put it to you this way. Purdue's a better team than Tennessee, and Florida's a better team than Indiana. We got Tennessee covering by -9.5. Granted, they're at home, but I think Purdue can cover 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta go with Purdue also. Lost big at Nebraska on the road, so probably gonna try to rewrite that wrong. Show they can win on the road.
Yeah, I'd pencil that one in personally.
Yeah, I think the Nebraska loss was tough, but both of these teams lost in Nebraska on the road at Nebraska. I mean, we talk about on the road conference games, but yeah, I mean, I'm taking Purdue minus the points here. I think Nolan said I think they bounce back on the road. They recognize you gotta be able to win on the road. Maryland, very formidable opponent earlier in January, beat them on the road. I think they bounce back and they cover. Probably win this one by 15, I think.
Yeah, I see that. All right, we'll go TCU at Cincy. The 19th ranked Horned Frogs are
Yeah.
underdogs with the Bearcats minus 2.5 at home.
Give me the Bearcats. Their point guard, watched him play, unbelievable player. They also have John Newman doing the small things.
Former Tiger.
The former Tiger John Newman is in his 18th year of college.
This is a tough one for me, Connor. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat a little here. We're reading right now, the line at 2.5. I'm buying that line to 3, and I'm taking TCU plus 3. I'm not taking them outright, but TCU's been playing as good as anybody as of late. Obviously, at home, 2 back-to-back,
Beat
really big
Houston.
wins. On the road, obviously, we all watched that game. Uh, Kansas barely beat them. Kansas was heavily favored, considering. TCU's had a great season, so I'm buying to 2.5 to 3, and I'm taking TCU to cover. Again, I'm with Nolan, man. I think Cincy can win, but I think they can win by 1, 2, or 3 points. Maybe walk away with a push. Yeah, I'll buy half a point there, take it to 120 odds, and ride that
Cam,
wave.
did you have TCU or Cincy?
I'm gonna have to go Cincy covering this one. I think the home court advantage is gonna be huge there. Their arena is real small and compact. It's kind of dark in there, whereas TCU's got the flashy court, looks ridiculous, and Cincinnati's a long way from home for those Christian boys. I'm gonna go Cincinnati at home covering.
Nolan, put a star by that one, please.
Let's go. Let's go to the ACC. Let's look at Syracuse Pittsburgh. That's an interesting match.
Yeah, this is a good one. ACC, formerly the best conference in basketball, in my opinion, still the second best behind the Big East.
Yeah, the Big East, where the Syracuse Orange came from, and now they're playing
Well, so did
Pittsburgh on
Pitt.
the road, and as well as Pitt. Yes, this is a former Big East matchup here.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at home. The line's minus 5.5 for Pitt.
I feel like it's going to be a toss-up. What was the spread on this?
I think
Minus 5.5 for Pittsburgh. Personally, I got a Syracuse has good guard play. I got them covering away.
they played each other 4 games ago. It was at Pitt. Or sorry, at Syracuse.
Yeah, I got to go with Pitt.
Syracuse just beat Pitt.
I still have Pitt. They just got demolished by UNC. Man, pathetic. Got demolished by Duke. Not a very good road team.
Yeah, they both lost to Duke. Problem is Pitt lost to Duke bad at home. I'm gonna be honest I'm kind of with Nolan here. I think I'd take Pitt, but I'm buying half a point. I'm not gonna take it at 5.5. I'm gonna buy I'll buy it at 6. Probably take it there. I'd be more comfortable taking the money line.
I don't trust Pitt's coaching. I will say that.
All right, Cam, are we sticking in the ACC with Wake at NC State?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we got Wake on the road here against NC State. Good guard play for Wake. NC State's got that real big boy, and the Wolfpack are minus 1.5 at home here.
Personally, like Wake here to outright win. It's not a very big spread. They're just better around the edges, more veterans. They got links down low as well. That they can stop big boy for NC State.
I think I'm gonna have to go Wake here. I think Wake's got better guard play overall. It's gonna be a tough one again. I think small spread. I'm with Nolan. I would go money line. I'm a big proponent. Anything that's under 2 points, just take the money line. I know it's college basketball. Losing and winning by 1 or 2 is pretty common, but I would take Wake in the money line here.
Yeah, and that's fair. I would agree this one's a toss-up. We're going to have to star this one, though, because I learned my lesson last week. how hard winning on the road is. So in a toss-up game like this, granted Wake's guard play is better, I'm gonna go NC State covering. All right, we got one SEC game left here before we get into the mid majors. It's the Missouri Tigers versus Alabama. And holy smokes, I did not think Missouri was this bad, but ESPN at least has them Alabama minus 15.5 in an SEC matchup at Alabama against Missouri.
Alabama spanked the Gamecocks, and
They did.
the Gamecocks took it to the wire with Mizzou. So I got Alabama covering this pretty easily. Missouri's going to lose by 30.
Yeah, I don't know how Vegas calculates their spreads, but I can tell you by looking at this one, the fact that Bama beat South Carolina by damn near 30, and then Missouri lost to that same South Carolina team. I'm with Nolan. I'm putting those two numbers together. I'm putting a 27-point win and a 2-point loss, and I'm saying that Bama wins by 29 or more. I wouldn't even buy it here. I'm taking Bama at home straight up, and I would take it at 105. Love that. On it, it's even right now. It opened at minus 105. 15.5 is even odds all day long. Give me 15.5.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a no-brainer. I mean, Bama and South Carolina were neck and neck at the half, and then Bama just wore them down, and their athleticism is ridiculous. The Missouri's not keeping up, especially on the road at Bama.
Yeah, and I think just one thing to point out too, like one of the key factors at this point in the season, obviously as we get deeper in, this right here, conference record, huge. Missouri 0-3 in the like I don't care about the overall record, right? They're 0-3 in the conference. Bama's 3-0 in the conference. Like every conference has a style of play because these teams play each other every year, in most cases twice a year. And Missouri's not keeping up with the teams that Bama's whooping.
Mizzou did keep up at Kansas. They didn't cover. Kansas did not cover 13 points, so
Was
they
that
could hang in there.
was that pretty early on in the season, or
Yeah, it was in December.
Yeah.
okay? But still,
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm not saying they're terrible. They're not terrible, but I think they're sliding a little bit. Teams are starting to figure
Definitely
themselves
sliding.
out.
Definitely sliding. The only way they hang in this, Nick Honor drops a 20 piece.
Yeah,
we'll see about
former
that.
former Clemson player. I'm cool. I'm cool to look at the Spiders versus the Dukies.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, like I'll lead this one off.
All right, go ahead, dude.
Look, I know I just said conference play matters, and it does. I'm just going with my gut. I mean, it's Duquesne's 4.5 at home. I'm going Richmond here.
I've watched the Dukes play a lot of ball this year. Not overly impressed. They've been beating weak teams all year.
Both of them had to play at Loyola
Loyola Chicago.
Chicago. The Dukies got whooped.
By
And the
5.
Spiders came out victorious, barely, but it was on the road. I mean, yeah, give me Richmond. I'm taking Richmond plus 4.5. That's insane. They should be
Yeah, I
favored in
mean,
this game.
look, we got what's Duquesne in conference play in the A10?
0-3.
Oh, we got an 0-3 team versus a 3-0 team. We've got someone who's like pretty much about to accept their fate that they might make it to the NIT, and someone else who's like geared at making a run, potentially getting into the NCAAs. You got to go Richmond here, trying to pull away. All right, we agree on that.
Probably going to have to win their tournament to make the tournament. That's what
Good
I would
old
say.
Duke. Good old Duquesne. Who do we have next? Kim?
I'm looking at Missouri State, Indiana State.
Oh, great. Barn burner here in the MVC.
Now, this is going to be a blowout. Larry Bird's alma mater taking this one easy. They've impressed me thus far. They're a Trojan horse, if you will, for me. I think they'll get past the first round of the NCAAs.
I think you're looking for a dark horse there. Close, but not quite the same thing.
No, you can't even tell that they're a dark horse because they're in the Trojan horse. That's how dark it is.
Okay. All right. Good cover up there. Yeah, I'm sick. I'm going Sycamores here, Nolan. It's not close for me. Top of conference versus the bottom of the conference. The old mountain, Missouri Valley conference standings.
I got the Mizzou State Bears covering this.
Damn it. This was one of my
Really?
locks.
It's pretty
13 and a
obvious.
half, though, is a pretty big spread. So you had it 13 and a half was a lock, Cam?
I had it as a lock, yeah. So, Nolan, you just see him stealing one?
Yep. Scroll back up. I don't see him stealing one. I just don't see any reason. I mean, Indiana State's getting a lot more points. I can see that, but I just don't think they cover. Something's telling me they don't cover.
Yeah, I mean, this is still a 33 piece for me, bro. I would throw 33 on 13 and a half. You see that, Nolan? See what I did there? I throw a Larry Bird on Larry Bird's
In Indiana State, yeah.
big
He
brain.
actually played baseball one game there. Fun fact.
One fact, how about that? All right, who do we have? I got Central Michigan and Ohio. Cam, is that who you have?
Yeah.
This is a game where nobody will watch it unless you're just a diehard of each fan. And even if you are a diehard, you might sleep through it. So,
Yeah,
that being said, I'm taking the home team. Give me the Ohio Bobcats because this is an absolutely nobody should have to pick this kind of game.
You mean
yeah,
give them to you to cover 11?
I like them to cover 11 here, even with a
yeah,
losing record.
yeah. I gotta go Central Michigan covering 11 here. I think
Thanks.
they're better in the conference, which I said. I gotta stand by that. I mean, I think Ohio can obviously win outright. 11's a big spread, though. I'm going plus 11 there.
Yeah, I'd actually put Ohio on upset alert at home here for any big ballers out there.
But it's a big money line.
My baby was a Chippewa, and I'm gonna take the Central Michigan spread here. Yeah,
What was the spread on that?
10 and a
minus 10.
half.
10.5. Okay, yeah. Yeah, love Ohio there.
All right. Who you got next, Kim?
Bowling Green at Miami, Ohio.
I wouldn't bet on this game, so that's why it's tricky. I'd probably buy it to two, take it to +2, maybe money line, but I'm gonna go Miami of Ohio. I think at home, these teams are close enough that they can do damage. I mean, their stat lines on the season are almost identical. Bowling Green getting a few more rebounds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna agree with you for the simple fact that they're at home and they're dogs. I like that. Nolan.
Um, I think I'm gonna take Bowling Green here.
Okay. Covering 1.5.
Better record, yep. Number one, better record, but the guard there averaging 20 points,
20.
the other guy's averaging 12. That's their best score. Not impressed.
Yeah, but
So
as a team, they're within a point of each other. So Miami of Ohio spreading the ball out a little bit better.
that is true. Both on a 2-game win streak. Both teams can be shoddy. I think Bowling Green has a decent win earlier this year. I don't know who, but I think I saw that somewhere.
Uh,
No, nothing impressive there.
I don't know, dude. Lipscomb's not a bad win.
Not a good win.
This is another game, like Nolan said, diehards are watching and they're falling asleep by halftime. So we're moving on to Western Michigan and Akron.
Y'all both had Miami, correct?
Yeah, I did. I don't know about Cam.
Yeah.
All right.
Big mistake.
I don't even have Western Michigan on my sheet, bro. What time do they play?
I just want to know if Detroit Mercy plays this weekend, because if they do, put the money on the team that's playing against them.
And also,
Real
anytime
quick.
Hawaii plays around midnight or 1 a.m. and you've had a bad day, throw some money on the steady old Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, and if they're at home too, throw the mortgage on them when they're playing regular season, especially if it's a team that's not on the Pacific time zone. Hey, real quick, y'all want to kind of go through like some of these and just like not like go into like Western Michigan and Akron. I don't give a shit. And I got Ball State at Eastern Michigan, Buffalo at Toledo. By the way, Buffalo's 2-14, 1-3 in the MAC. Toledo's 4-0. They're at the top of the MAC. Toledo's covering. I don't care what the spread is. So do we only want to focus on like
Maybe Power 5 would be the move.
As soon as I heard Johnny say,
maybe Power
I
5.
was like, dude, that's the move. That'd be the move.
each of us pick like a one mid-major special of the week?
Yeah, if you have a mid-major that you really like, or even 2 or 3, just bring them to my attention.
I'm still listening. I'll be back.
Did anybody see if the Eagles kicked a field goal there?
No. Did they?
I have no idea, but they're looking pretty lackadaisical out there, Cam.
Yeah, very lackadaisical. Eagles are down 9-16 at half.
They did make a field goal, so that was big.
One possession game.
If Mike Evans was actually catching the ball this game, they'd be crushing them.
Oh, is he not?
Did just do a nice downfield block.
Sorry. I'm with Nolan though. I think we should just do Power 5.
Let's go to Kansas here. We got Kansas State at Baylor at Kansas State, the 9th-ranked team playing away. They've lost 2 games this year. The line, surprisingly, is only minus 2.5 in Baylor's favor.
I think I'm going to take K-State here at home. Just don't like Baylor.
So I've got I'm with Nolan. I've got K-State.
I've got Kansas State winning this one by 8 at least.
I'm going to switch my pick to Baylor. I like Baylor in this game.
Are you just saying that because I'm dead on for Kansas State?
No, I just like Baylor.
All right.
Okay, well, how about this? I'll give you, if you can tell me without Googling or, looking it up, I'll give one of you $5 if you can tell me who coaches McNeese State.
I don't know.
Will Wade.
No way.
Will Wade.
Oh, dude, I forgot to tell you this. I have to tell you.
Give me the money line on them.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you after when we're not recording. All right, are we doing Dayton, St. Louis, or are we passing?
Dayton's ranked 21st.
Yeah, Dayton's winning that game. That's not even close. They're 3-0 in the A10. Yeah. St. Louis is winning too. I don't know what the spread. 14.5. I'll take it. Look, man, we'll talk about this because they're in the Big East, but the Big East just makes me sick.
I mean, in this one, I guess I'd throw money on the home team, Seton Hall, small spread, but I agree. Stay away from the Big East, dude.
I'm taking the Red Storm.
I'll go Seton Hall here.
St. John's on the road. Don't ever question it.
Favorite.
Kansas at Oklahoma State.
Let me start off here.
All right.
Nolan brought this to our attention in the group chat. I had a dream about this game when Oklahoma State played Kansas at home and got them in the upset. And I am sticking to that because there was no reason for me to dream that. There's no scientific basis for this, but that is upset city. You heard it here first.
Oklahoma State sucks.
Look, I hate to be that guy, but listen, when your team's taking team photos in suits versus in your jerseys, give me the guys in the suits. I mean, it's just better coach team. I'm sorry.
That means nothing. That's not even on the coach. That's
it is kind of on the coach. He likes the Bill self-image.
He's big on self-image.
All right, I'm just gonna see if I can prove a point here. Okay, UConn's wearing jerseys. And they won last year.
It'd be like a D2 school. They'd all be wearing suits for no reason.
Clemson wears jerseys.
Like before games?
During the game, dude.
Here we go. Nope. They were jerseys.
No, like you mean like college players wear suits before games?
Well, the football players do.
What do y'all think Joe Girard's going to do post college?
Finance, bro, for sure.
Look at his crop duster,
no.
dude.
I was about to, you mean nut
It's called a
duster?
nut
Oh,
duster.
not duster, my bad.
He's a crop.
Joe Girard, he's probably become a 3-on-3 basketball player.
Oh,
Play
you
for
think
the
he plays for
Fury.
the big three?
That's what
Yeah.
Jimmer does.
Yeah, maybe he'll play for Jelly Roll or no Jelly Fam. Yeah. Look at Dick
Keeps calling him
Bender.
Dick Bender. Wait, go back up. Go back up. I like Andy Asselay.
Asselay.
Assley. Well, one thing's for sure, we're gonna have to blur out the name Dick Bender or we'll get demonetized.
All right, I got Kansas. I got Kansas covering 6.5 here.
Bad take.
I got
Nolan.
Oklahoma State. I'm following the dream bet on this one.
Dreams don't always come true, guys. Wisconsin at Penn State. Look, at this point, I don't care who Penn State's playing or what the spread is. I'm taking the opponent.
Wisconsin minus 6.5. That spread's too low.
That's way too low. It could be 16.5, and I'd probably still take
Well,
it.
it's away. Go Nittany Lions. They're gonna get it crammed in their cram hole. But still,
So you got Wisconsin.
Oh, for sure.
Minus 6. I think we buy it to 6. Throw $66 on that.
Buy it to 6. I'd buy it to 8 or 9, and I'd still throw it. I mean, dude, I don't know what we're talking about, dude.
Let me tell you what I really like about Wisconsin here. 69% chance to win. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I got Wisconsin. I'm in old 6.5's too low there. I wouldn't buy it to 6. I'd buy it to 8. Still place the bet. All right. BYU Iowa State Big 12 matchup is a good one.
Top 25 matchup here.
Yeah, this one's at BYU. This one's a close one. I honestly
Iowa State's climbing. Give it to Iowa State all day. Don't buy
I personally hate BYU, and Iowa State knows how to D people up. If they could get somewhat hot on offense.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State money line.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ride their D.
What?
Their defense is good, and Iowa State money line.
I'm going BYU 4.5 here, guys. So star that one on.
What an idiot!
I got BYU 4.5. Iowa State had no shit on the road. I don't want to hear it. Road conference games are the hardest thing in all sports.
BYU's they're Mormons, dude. They've been edging being good for a long time, but they're
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
they're just not.
Do we have any bets going on right now?
No, we should have put money on Boston College, but my team is lacking.
Yeah. Well, we won today, didn't we?
$33, baby.
Hey, that counts, dude. That counts. If we do that every day, we're a business, you know?
But
yeah.
It pains me to say this. I got Georgia Tech plus 12 here, Nolan. If you can show me buying that to a half. What's up, Cam?
You got that?
I was gonna say Georgia Tech keeping games close. If they get in a close game with Clemson, Clemson's gonna blow it. Give me Georgia Tech covering just to be safe.
Give me Clemson covering this because I'm not a pussy, and Clemson's gonna cover. They're gonna kill them in the paint. Just eat them right up. Joe Girard has a big game as well. He loves playing at home, from what I saw Saturday.
For reference, I think this is disclaimer time. We're all Clemson basketball fans. We're gonna be a little biased. Cam and I are being a little bit more fair here. Nolan's showing his bias. That's okay.
Not showing my bias. That's what's gonna happen.
Dude, put your bias away, dude. Oh.
All All right. Who we got next? Ooh, South Carolina, Georgia. At
Oh,
home.
the
South Carolina
yeah,
coming off. South Carolina coming off getting their ass beat.
the Court Cocks right now are a very sneaky 14-2.
I'd take Carolina by 3, Nolan. I'll buy a half on that one. I would take Carolina by 3.
I have Georgia bounce back, hopefully.
Money line?
No, just covering
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Who's that?
Really
Who's
tough
that?
to win at Colonial Life Arena.
Who's that player on the Court Cocks that Coleman likes?
Michi.
Michi, yeah. Give
Yeah.
me the Gamecocks at home -3.5.
Yeah. That's a good call. I did go to a good Red Hot Chili Peppers concert there at Colonial Life Arena. Let's just be honest, right? That arena belongs to the women's basketball team.
Yeah, we're not talking about Lady Cocks here. We're talking about the men's team. They're losing to Georgia at home.
Are y'all still down to let me put 10 on Houston to win it all at this juncture?
No.
Not really, no. I actually think
I think it's
UNC
Purdue
right now is the hottest team.
I think Purdue.
Okay.
I got
Does
Texas
anybody here
A&M.
think Purdue wins it all?
Connor just said that.
I think they
Oh,
could.
you got them.
I would put them on the short list of the teams that you got. Let's be honest. What do you have? 5 teams that could win, maybe 10.
I don't think Purdue has the guard play for it.
I don't either. Unless number 33 goes off, and he can do that, but he can also hurt you.
Yeah, but the thing in the NCAA is you only have to play 1 game. I mean, that's all it takes.
No, you technically have to play, what is it, 4 or 5?
Yeah, but it's not a series, is my point.
I know, but if one team figures out how to shut down Zach Edey, and the season's over for Purdue.
And that's exactly right.
It's not going to happen with a 16 seed like it did with Virginia twice now. All right, I got A&M minus 2.5 here on the road.
Speaking of not making
Arkansas
a tournament,
sucks.
what's up with Virginia?
Virginia sucks.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it because they're going to end up beating us, and then we're going to have that conversation. Oh, what's his face? Has got our number.
Benet?
Yeah, Tony Benet. He knows how to play us, dude. He's got Brad's number. Virginia always plays us good. Who's y'all have? I didn't mean to back off that. We got A&M and Arkansas at Arkansas.
I wish I had Brad's number.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
All right, that was scary.
Come again?
Dude, I'm not going to come again. That's gross.
Would you if you had Brad's number?
Probably.
All right, real quick, Mountain West special. I got Colorado State covering 16.5 at home against Air Force.
Who's
Wait,
that?
who do y'all have in Texas A&M?
I got A&M covering 2.5.
Dang, that's a toughie.
I got the home team.
Yeah, I got.
That's Arkansas?
Yeah. Money line.
Put a star beside that one, Nolan.
Yeah, give me Arkansas as well.
All right, guys, what are we calling with our upset of the week here? One of y'all called Oklahoma State over Kansas. So that's Camden. That's your upset of the week. That'd be a big one.
I guess that'll be mine. I liked Kansas State, but I forgot it was Oklahoma State's weekend, and my subconscious told me to pick them.
Yeah, and then one of y'all had Cincy beating TCU outright.
I had Cincy.
That's F-Chise.
I guess I gotta get one in here. See which one I picked.
I guess Utah State, the 16th ranked team, is your upset against an unranked New Mexico.
Oh yeah, because they're not favored.
I guess.
Yeah.
I love how we really looked into Bowling Green, Miami, Ohio, and then we were like, all right, let's just do Power 5.
Dude, if we went through
that was kind of when it started.
All right, can I stop for a recording?
Yeah.